What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cyclones will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Colorado's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Salter. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Buffaloes send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will take the field for the first time. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But
breaks into the open. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the team.
And the Cyclones line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tries again to get it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throw.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll run play action. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
What an awesome job in coverage there. Critical 3rd down, deep in their own end. They're able to break on the ball, swat it away, and now you set up 4th.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
That's reeled in. It's Miller. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard that guy, heard that guy, heard that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Salter. grab near the marker. It's Hayden. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Miller. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So he's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State sending the offense back out, trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Offense gets set for second down. Got it in the middle, it's Sowell. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Jackson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with the defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
He'll keep it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Smalls. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. As the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Salter. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
There he goes. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Salter. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score. Now let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and pick up the first down.
It's not always easy, and it's not always easy to call a basic play on 4th down, but it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day 1 install in fall camp. Nice, successful run on 4th down.
Hauls it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Salter. It's caught. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Touchdown, Bucs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Jackson. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the 1st down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Finds his tight end. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Sowell. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Townsend. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Caught near the sticks. It's Townsend. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,